Hi, my name is Jen, and you might know me from Behind the Refrigerator Door on Facebook or my website, jenbottom.com. So I wanted to make this video, and I'm going to follow up with more videos like this that are a little bit different than the videos that you might have seen on my pages before. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself and how I got to this spot is, so I've lost about 40 pounds and I have fallen in love with health and fitness and nutrition, and I have become a health coach. And through that process, so many amazing things have happened, and I talk about that a lot, and I talk about health and nutrition a lot with lots of tips. But what I've found, though my life is happier and more amazing than it ever has been in my entire life, I have found that my emotional transformation is lagging behind with my physical transformation. So that's pretty common when people lose a lot of weight, or, they still think of themselves as that chubby person. I'm not really like that, but I have realized recently that I have been focusing on the outside physical transformation a lot more than working on the things inside that need improvement. So because it's February 2015, I'm talking to all my friends and followers on my pages about learning to love yourself this month. And so I thought, because I'm kind of making this focus for actually all of 2015, that I'd make some personal videos about my process of learning to love myself. So that's kind of the premise of where these videos are coming from. Usually I rush through my videos super quick, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to slow down, I'm going to talk slow, and I'm going to get emotional with these videos. If you're not into that, no worries. Just skip them all together, but you might relate to some of the things that I'm going through with yourself. So hopefully you'll be along for the ride. So one of the things that I've learned, I went to a leadership retreat for Beachbody, which was amazing last month in January. And I learned a lot about myself at that retreat. Some things were a lot easier to manage than others. For example, I've always been a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader growing up, and I love rooting people on, and I love being that support figure, which is exactly what I do being a health coach. I support people in gaining their health results and going towards their health goals and being successful. And I love that. But what I learned about myself is that I don't really do that for myself. As a matter of fact, getting that support from other people really feels uncomfortable to me. Even though I need it and I crave it and I want it, I feel guilty a lot of the time. And so at this leadership retreat, we were at this ropes course, and there were some rock walls, or there were some wires that we were on, and I loved being the spotter, and I loved being the motivator. But when it was my turn to do things, I really lost focus with my task because I was really worried about my spotters. Like on the rock wall, I kept saying, "I'm sorry, I'm going so slow," and things like that. And the second I started doing that, I wanted to quit. I wasn't motivating myself, and my spotters were like, "You're not going slow. What are you talking about? Don't worry about us. Focus on yourself." And that was a real awakening for me that I feel guilty a lot of the time. And I kind of, even when I share with my friends, when I get personal or when I get emotional, I feel guilty about it a lot of the time. And so one of my things that I want to focus on is trying to find out where that guilt comes from and why I feel bad all the time, where that fear comes from, and how to get over that. So that's one of my goals for this year. Another goal, and something that I learned, is that There's things about my personality that I love, and of course there's things that I don't love. And at 42, I really was hoping to have that true innate self-acceptance, right? Like, you know, I got through the 30s. I was pretty miserable in my 30s. I have loved my 40s so far. I'm happier than ever, truly. And on the outside, a lot of people think that I'm a very confident person because I like public speaking and because I'm kind of loud and boisterous. People automatically assume that I'm confident. But what I found is I have a lot of negative self-talk. And I want to treat myself like I treat my challengers in my challenge groups or my clients that I'm working with on getting healthier. I treat them really well because I care about them. I motivate them. And when they struggle, I inspire them and encourage them. And I don't do that for myself. I talk myself down a lot, which I think is pretty common, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want to learn how to talk to myself like I talk to the people that I care about. And going back to that whole self-acceptance, I don't know if you know about the color codes, like red, blue, yellow, white personalities, and it's really like what you're motivated by. And for a long time, I automatically lumped myself as a red because those are very driven people, the leaders, but also can be very bossy and boisterous. And so I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm a red. And I was totally okay with that. And I found that I was kind of hiding behind my red characteristics. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of red in me. But what I found is I'm really a blue. And a blue is emotional and is motivated by acceptance. And so I kind of call myself a blue hiding behind all my red. Because blue, the emotional part is harder to deal with. And I think that that's exactly what I've done over my physical transformation is I've been so excited about achieving goals, hitting milestones, running a marathon, all of those things. But I didn't work on progressing and growing the inside. And part of that is getting emotional and finding things out about yourself that you really don't love. For example, on my page, I did Embrace Your Flaws Friday, and I hate this tooth, right? That whenever I smile, it just like shines bright out there. And I've had braces twice, and I've had Invisalign, and I've just decided that I'm just going to have that tooth. And I'm okay with that. So I put it out there for everyone to know, like I just did. But the inside things are a lot harder to express. And that's why I really felt like not just keeping a journal, but putting out there in public some of my growth and some of my own flaws on the inside will help me grow and help me change those things that I need to do. I want to be that person that is confident on the inside, not just appearing to be confident on the outside. Because like a lot of us, hundreds of people can give you compliments and build you up. But if one person criticizes you, that's the thing that you take to heart, right? I don't know if you can relate to that, but that's how I am. I don't take criticism well, especially about my personality or something personal. And if you're going to throw fiery darts at me, I guarantee I'm going to fight back. I don't love that about myself. I don't love that I take things personally. And I want to be confident so that I can be mature and I can rationally accept what people are saying and be okay with it and not let it shatter me. There's been way too many times that somebody has said something off the cuff. They didn't even mean to, for it to be a sensitive comment. And I completely take it to heart and it completely will ruin my day. I don't want to be like that. I'm way too old to deal with that. And I want to grow in that department. I read the Bible and I read another scripture called the Book of Mormon, and there's a prophet in the Book of Mormon named Nephi. Part of my emotional growth, and I'm not preaching spirituality on you, but I just want to share with you that my spiritual growth goes right along with my emotional growth. And so in reading my scriptures, I realized that this character, this prophet Nephi, he's under attack by his loved ones a lot. Like, they don't believe in what he's doing. They can't relate to him, and they actually are quite mean to him. They actually try to kill him. And he's so confident in what he believes in that he doesn't take it personally, and it doesn't get him down. And I want to be like that. And I'm grateful for the Bible and the Book of Mormon and the scriptures that I believe in and read, that I can get lessons and inspiration from that. That's just one of the ways over this month and this year that I want to emotionally grow. I have a lot more to share with you, but I wanted to just send out this video. I'm going to post on YouTube and post it on jenbottom.com. It's tough for me to do this. It's tough for me to let you in on my insecurities and my flaws. But if you can relate to any of this, I would love for you to reach out to me privately or on the page. You can email me at jenlbottom@gmail.com, or there's a spot on jenbottom.com where you can contact me, and it'll all be private. You can contact me on Behind the Refrigerator Door on Facebook, and you could private message me. But I want to hear your journey. If you've got things to share, if you struggle with the same things that I do and you've grown, I want to hear your story. And if you're in the same place that I am, let's work together on this. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I'd love to know that I'm not just talking to myself. So if you can, leave a comment, or if you know somebody that might need to hear this, you can tag them or share it privately with them. But I'm looking forward to February. I'm looking forward to learning to love myself on the inside, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.